Hello, friends. It looks like I'm finally live and I'm freaking late, and I'm sorry. I am very sorry about that. However, I'm going to get into my secondary and let me remove that design here, my logo. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna get into where I need to be. I'm gonna be doing some free readings on this video, and I thank you guys for joining me. Tiffany Tisdale, hello, darling. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Let me jump in here, share this around. Hi, Kathleen Connor. Thank you for being here, darling. I'm just putting the video where it needs to be. Hi, Jennifer. Hello. Welcome in. Glad to see everyone joining. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm just doing all the, I'm doing the maintenance right now. So thank you guys. This hair is going to bother me. I'm going to try not to let it bother me. But you know how I am. Goodness gracious. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Betty, you sweetheart. Tiffany, how do I get rid of a block, please? Spirit says bring more light into that area, and you can start with the physical location where it lands in your body to sit in meditation and pull that light and pull that love, that divine energy, and let it settle into whatever chakra might be affected by the block that you are perceiving. Okay. And sometimes when you sit in the energy and you bring in the light, you may come into some kind of an awareness of challenging emotions or past experiences potentially that might just come to your mind while you're there. So bring healing into those areas as well. Those might be the stemming patterns or the triggering patterns that may have, affected you in the way that you now feel blocked. Tiffany, that's what Spirit wants me to say to you, love. Okay, so let me get in here with everyone. Hi, Jade. Hi, Jody. Welcome in, ladies. You are the best. Good to see ya. So I think I am where I need to be. Hi, Jasmine Iva. I'm just going to sit this aside now. You know what? Actually, hold on. One moment, guys. Oh, shucks. That's what I wanted to do. Two moments, guys. Hi, Gina. Gina Wright is my moderator. She might drop some helpful tidbits in that helps the broadcast flow more smoothly. Please appreciate Gina's help just as much as I do. Respect her, her presence, her opinion, her wisdom. Gina, we love you, Gina. Hold on, I'm doing all the what is this? The maintenance, real quick. Okay. Now that that's done. Kathy, yes, I apologize, guys. I'm so late. I know. Usually I do Saturday night with Spirit Speaks on the next half hour mark from where we are right now, or on the next hour mark. So usually I do it at that time at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. But this week I was like, oh man, I have a feeling that I would rather do it like an hour early to accommodate some other things. And then I couldn't pull it off. I was like, oh man, I was still 30 minutes late. So I met myself in the middle of where I used to do it, where I meant to do it. This is where I actually am. So here I am. And I thank you guys so much. Whoop. I pushed the wrong button. Goodness, get with it, girl. They do not want to watch you fiddle with your phone or your hair all night long. Come on now. I know this. I know this. I know this. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so sorry for my tardiness. I know that bothers me. It bothers me. It really does. But, here I am, and I'm glad to be here, glad to be of service. I want you guys to know that this is an 18 and over broadcast because I'm an 18 and over kind of person. Okay. I cuss and I vape, and sometimes we talk about sensitive things. So it's 18 and over only, please. Also, I am aligned with love and light in God, and I'm here of service of the greatest and highest good of all of you guys. So thank you for allowing me to be of service in this way. Hello, Kathy Castelletti, you sweetheart. I love you, dear. Hi, Melissa Smith. Hi, Susie Meister Moore, you darling. Good to see you. Yes, we are only humans, right? That's the best we can do, right? I'm doing my best, and I'm glad to be here with you. Oh, Jade, Sunday morning there in Oz. That is so awesome. Well, hey, girl, glad to see you. Glad to see you. I'm glad to see you here, no matter what day it happens to be for you right now. Let's see. Let's see. Oh man. So first I want to say this is a free event here. However, I'm a regular person just like you guys. I don't have another job. This is what I do. So when you send in a donation, I like to honor that with an energetic exchange, and I make sure that I get you a message. Um, So if you do send in a donation, I do my best to honor that while I'm live. However, it's not required at all. I'm doing free readings as drawn by spirit. I encourage you to drop in your requests here, and I will read for as many as possible while I'm here with you guys today. I thank you for allowing me to be of service. I do actually have a little bit of something else that I wanted to start with. Oh, okay, hold on. I've got a couple different things. Okay, so if you wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, I will not reach out to you. I won't friend request you or ask you to DM me or send me money or any kind of weird stuff. Scammers do that kind of stuff all the time. So please protect yourself by reporting suspicious activity, blocking individuals that you don't know. Anyone who reaches out to you is very suspicious. You should be drawn to your reader. You should witness what they do. You should hear about them from a friend. You should read their reviews. You should want to connect with that person, and you should be the one who is making the first move to do so. Okay, so that's the safest way to connect with a legitimate practitioner, okay, because no legitimate reader is going to reach out to you. However, witnessing what your reader is doing helps you to feel more confident and comfortable that they are someone who can connect for you or with you. So if that's me, my link is in your description box. Okay, it's HeidiCorona.shop, my name, easy peasy, HeidiCorona.shop. And I do want to let you guys know that I have some exciting new options that I just added to the shop. Look, it's scrolling now. Exciting new quick service options. Right now, I do have my regular sessions via Zoom, telephone call, or in person, and you can get onto my calendar, but I don't allow anything like sooner than 24 hours. So whatever I have available, it's going to kick you out whenever that is. So I offer that. I offer tarot videos for order. My tarot videos, I allow a 3-day window. You pick your spread. I do your video. I talk to the camera like I'm talking to you. And then within 3 days, it's usually same day, next day, but within 3 days, in a pinch, okay? I will get that to your email discreetly. It's private, it's personal. Nobody sees it but you can watch it again and again on the replay, okay? And Terry Pierce, I'm going to be working on yours today, love. I just want to let you know I'm sorry. I've not forgotten about you, okay? I really like to stay on top of things, but I have been slightly busy. However, I want to let you know my new quick service options now. Those ones have been in my shop. My new quick service options, if you need to see me today, All right. If you have something going on and you need to see me in a Zoom or a telephone call session today, emergency sessions, I do have that option open and available now. So you would pick a random appointment, and I will email you and we will discuss and set it up and meet with each other on the same day. Okay. Within reason here. Well, on the same day, but I've got to be up and awake in order to schedule with you. So I also am adding some text message options, okay? Because some people don't have time to come meet for a session or don't necessarily need that. Maybe you just have one question or two questions real quick. So I have two different text message options where you don't even meet with me. We will text back and forth via your telephone number, okay? So not on Messenger chat. It's a telephone number thing. So you will send in your two questions, and I will respond within 24 hours with Spirit's response to your two questions. And that option is $22. Okay, one of my quick service options. The other one would be a 10 to 15 minute text message chat conversation. So you're letting me know what's going on. I'm pulling some cards. We're coming back and forth. We're chatting for 10 to 15 minutes. If you need me solid. And that one, as soon as I see that you've booked it, I'm jumping on the line with you. Okay, so as soon as I see it, now you've got to make sure I'm awake and aware. And as soon as I see it, I will jump on the line with you. And that one is $44, but it's because you're going to get me the quickest. We're going to jump right in, see what you need. Again, this is quick service options for same day or urgent inquiries. However, any emergencies, if you need to call 911, they would be the option than some psychic on the internet through text message. But for those who just want a quick something from me and don't have the time to commit and just want to do this and that, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. This is a new expanded option for you. I previously did not do this, and I want to make myself more available to you in a one-on-one fashion in this way. Convenient, quick, easy. Oh my gosh, spill my rock star on my glasses. Goodness, lady. Okay. So I also want to say something. Yes, there is. The exchange rate is confusing. However, if you Google like your currency to or US dollars to your currency or vice versa, then it will give you what you should send if this is what we're asking. However, if you're going through my booking tool, it should convert it for us. Hopefully, it does not convert the appointments, the calendar, which I don't like. But with the new quick service options, that it doesn't even matter. You'll pick an appointment, but the appointment, it doesn't matter because we're going to be communicating via email or text message that day, same day together. So hello there. Oh my gosh, Kathy Castelletti, we need to talk about this, girl. Let's see what you have to say. I had my first end of life doula session today. It was amazing. Oh, heart of my hearts, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful I was led to do this. Thank you, Heidi, for your support. I am so proud of you, Kathy, following your dreams, following your calling, your passion, and just trusting where the universe and spirit is taking you. It has been a beautiful journey and unfoldment, and you've still got so much more in front of you, Kathy. I'm so excited for you. So excited for you. We will have to touch base, Mama. I want to hear about it. Hello, friends. Hello and welcome in. My name is Heidi. Hello, you are new to me. Well, my name is Heidi. I am a psychic medium in California, in America, and I'm doing free readings as drawn by spirit here. Although, Carol King, I did get your donation, love. So if you wanted to drop in your request, I would love to get you a message, but I want to pause a moment because I would like to pull myself a quick card. Now, I never do this, okay? I never do this. I pull cards sometimes for myself, yes, but never on live broadcasts, right? Never. I wanted to say that I have done a couple of lives on another platform, okay? I don't want to just go all into the details. And I'm kind of thinking about applying for an agency who can help me to maybe grow and expand and groom my processes on that platform too, right? Because you guys don't understand that I have a little bit more free time than you might think. So I'm excited about different opportunities to learn, different options, this and that. So I am thinking about applying for some kind of an agency to help groom my processes on that platform and potentially expand in some kind of collaborative opportunities. But I want to see what Spirit thinks about this first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pull a card for myself. And then, Carol, I'll jump in with you. Yes, I know it is different, right? People are like, fuck this, we're leaving. This bitch is selfish. I'm out of here. I'm really not. I rarely ever do this, but I'm kind of excited. Do you know what I mean? Hold on a second. I appreciate all my friends here. You guys are awesome. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Yes, yes. Okay, Spirit. Oh boy. Apparently, I'm a popular person or something. I never get messages. No, that's not true. That's not true. I usually rarely don't get messages while I'm live, but once in a while, then here we go. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit, step in for me here. What are the energies surrounding me applying for that agency? Is it a good idea? How might this unfold for me? Come on, man. I trust Spirit. Mm. All right. Okay. Well, heck, look, I have to trust the cards even when they don't tell me exactly what I want to hear. So the card that fell for me is the Four of Swords. This is about pulling in, resting, rejuvenating, making sure that I'm tending to my own emotional needs and well-being before I go diving into something that might be too much more than I can chew, okay? However, these two cards also failed to clarify this. Number 17, the Star. Hey, Spirit knows what's on my heart. Expansion, the long-term plans of my life. It's not a never, not a no, never, but maybe not right now. And this does actually make sense to me. They want me to say there are things that I need to cut away and release to make space for that kind of an expansion. And that makes sense to me. No, these are my cards, darling. I'm reading for myself real quick and I'm interpreting for you guys just to tell you how this works. You know what I mean? I've got to take the guidance as it comes through. So this is an obvious, I'm sitting in a nest by myself. I'm not intertwined with other people and doing that whole expansion. But it makes sense to me because I'm starting a new program in the month of June. I'm not teaching it. I'm taking it. I'm taking another class. It's an accelerated coaching business program. So that's going to manipulate quite a bit of my time, my effort, and my energy for the month of June. And I feel like that was kind of Spirit's way of letting me know that, yes, in the long term, King of Cups, it might be a very good idea, but not right now because I'm already doing something else right now. It starts on Monday. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you guys for eavesdropping on my own reading and my own card pool, even though I didn't necessarily get the message that I wanted, because I want everything right fucking now, just like others. But apparently it's not the right time. So I trust Spirit and I accept the guidance. Thank you, Spirit. Melinda, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me keep track of this. Thank you for the donation, Melinda. And Carol, you are first. or second, as it may be. All right. Dr. Priya Ratney, it's too early in the morning for you, darling. I understand. I do have other lives, like on Thursday, I'll be live earlier in the day for you. So it'll be like evening time and not middle of the night. So follow my page if you're interested. I appreciate you tuning in. I've got you, Carol. I've got you, Carol. Yes. And that does really make sense to me, Catherine. Love how Spirit protects us as we go forward. Yes, that really does make sense to me because, it is kind of diving into two different things very deeply at the same time, and maybe Spirit wants me to focus on this one, embrace, integrate, make sure I feel comfortable before I try to expand in this other way, you know? So Carol King, Carol, boom. Relationship. Okay, but what about Carol? Huh. You've got a lot of cards here, babe. They're all pretty positive. Okay, so the first card that you got, as far as you're asking relationship, the first card that you got is compassion. Compassion, Carol, here. This person has their hands over the world. And I feel like good things are happening. Love that. Good. I can see this here. I can see that good things are happening. That's great. Compassion. So having compassion, whew, speaking compassionately for yourself and for others keeps your energetic streets clean. Okay. Having compassion for yourself and for one another as well also helps to keep your vibrational frequency high vibe and in alignment with the manifestations that you desire in the relationship department. Okay. So compassion is great. You have grieving and passion. I love the blue butterfly. You know who that represents. That is your best friend in spirit, who I'm sure there's an aspect of grief. However, you have come to the acceptance of her spirit form, right? And she is pulling for this relationship, the passion. I love, love, love that. So here on the horizon, honey, oh, she's pulling for more than just a relationship, love. Yes, Lisa. She's letting me know that you're a little bit concerned about the upcoming treatment plan, and she wants you to know that it's going to be okay. These kinds of things that make you feel vulnerable or threaten your emotional security in that kind of way are exactly the bonding experiences that draw those that you care about closer to you, and to be able to support you and be concerned in the ways that you need them to be, that makes you feel loved, honey. So you will see this through. However, the challenge is to allow others to support you this time, to reach out and speak up about it this time, to enjoy their concern this time instead of holding it with guilt. Now, the four cards that you have here are family, forgiveness, new beginnings, and beauty. And this beauty card speaks about accepting. Oh, wow. I love that. Remember, you were thinking about doing your hair differently, right? New beginnings and beauty. How cool is that, Carol? This is also, being grateful and compassionate for the body that houses your soul, man. No matter how in shape or not you may be, how beautiful or not you may be, how whatever, short, tall, thin, large, doesn't matter, okay? But recognizing that this wonderful body has taken you everywhere that you have ever been, and it will continue to take you everywhere that you want to go as long as you love it and appreciate it and have that compassion and that gratitude for it. So, spirit and Lisa love that you're playing with the hair because it's exciting for you just to shake things up and change things for a little bit. But it's important that you forgive the family members that are letting you down or that let you down last time. All right. And this includes the relationship that we're talking about. You forgive what happened last time and you address the situation a little bit differently this time, more straightforward, here and now. Okay. That is what Spirit is calling for. I'm going to get a card from my own Oracle deck here. I'm asking Spirit, what is he up to? Hi, Emily Stringer. Hello. Hi, Karma's driving and tuning in. You better be safe, girl. I love you, Karma. Don't be texting. You're driving. Oh, yeah. All right. So I said, hey, what's he up to right now? Okay. So the two cards that you have, Carol, first one is heavy. Okay. Carrying the weight of the world on the shoulders. Remember your compassion card, that compassion that you are sending to the world. He's carrying the heavy burdens and the heavy weights of the world right now. And I feel like you don't see this because he brings his best sides of himself to you. Okay. When he feels good, he says the right things, he does the right things, this and that. However, he keeps that other stuff kind of away from you because he doesn't want to bring you down. He doesn't want to be bothersome to you or come off like somebody who has that kind of heaviness or those kinds of heavy problems. Now, someone who buckles under the weight of his problems. That's what Spirit is telling me. He does not want to come off to you as that. Okay, now the other one that you have is tumultuous. You know what that is, girl. Tumultuous is someone who has crazy or irregular, unpredictable energy patterns. Okay, like emotional disruptions, different. They can be very charming, very charismatic, kind of a look at me kind of person, very commanding of the attention. However, there's no rhyme or reason. You also cannot really depend on them. There's not a reliability. They kind of get you wrapped up into some bullshit that you would rather not be involved in, but you're already roped in before you even know it. Okay, so that's the heavy burden that he is carrying right now, Carol. He's roped into some shit from something or someone outside of himself that he is carrying very heavily, and it's bringing him down. It's burdensome to him. He's actually opening up about things lately, and I'm glad. Me too. You need this. That's awesome. You need this, Carol. You need to be able to open up about your stressors. That's what partners do. And he needs to be able to open up to you about what's going on and feel comfortable for your love and acceptance so that you can begin to come closer in union. Okay. Okay. Well, they want you to have the one that was on the bottom. Look, here's his heavy. Here's his tumultuous. I picked it up and they said, don't forget that cake is baking, girl. And what's important is, for those who don't know my card deck, sometimes I'm just like, everybody knows what they mean. I created the deck. You guys have bought many of my decks, copies of the deck. So thank you for all of your love and support. And I just assume like you must know what it means. But for those who don't know what it means, cake baking is about allowing time to pass and allowing the process to unfold naturally. Okay, because if you're baking a cake and the instructions say you must bake it for 60 minutes, but it begins to smell so good, the aroma, oh man, it smells like it's probably done. You know, you kind of peek in the oven, you look, it looks probably done on top. You know, maybe I'll just take it out 10 or 15 minutes early. I don't want to have to wait, right? Would you eat that cake? Would you eat that cake if it came out too early? Hell no. You'd be like, Heidi, we're going to get sick. You better put that back in the oven. It needs to cook for the full amount of time so that it can be what we want it to be, what we expect it to be, what we're hoping that it is, right? So Spirit is saying to you, Carol, that you have to wait while the cake bakes its appropriate amount of time. However, there's also a certain number of ingredients or a priority of ingredients that add to the quality of the outcome of the cake that you're baking. And that includes you opening up to him about what your needs are, your stresses, your struggles, your concerns, and him doing just the same. Thank you, God, that he is opening up. Thank you, God, that you guys are moving in the right direction. I am very excited for that. I got chills right now from spirit, Carol. So continue, and even though it feels kind of funny to open up about things that we may feel more shy or vulnerable about, like that is where you're building the intimacy. Those are the ingredients that you're adding to that cake that's going to turn out so amazingly perfect and in alignment with what you want it to be. Carol, that's what I have for you, darling. Thank you for letting me read for you. Emma, you like my cards? See, these are the originals, okay? But the actual deck that I have for sale are the size of the Light Seers tarot cards, so they're like much smaller. Much smaller, and my cards have the image on the front, but on the back they have the meanings. So there's a bunch of words on the back so you can hold it and read it. That is the way my real life oracle deck is. And my real life oracle deck dives into real life issues that we really deal with here and gives constructive techniques for maneuvering through those or co-creating with those, that kind of thing. So if you're interested, it's in my shop, HeidiCorona.shop. Feel free to check it out. Are they on your Facebook page? No, they're in my shop, HeidiCorona.shop, but you can message me directly to coordinate it. If you wanted to purchase it, just message my page directly, okay? I won't reach out to you. Yeah, I dropped my selenite wand. You saw that, huh? I won't reach out to you, but if you want to message me, you can most definitely message me to inquire about that. Melinda, what's your question, sweetie? And Emma Lee Stringer, I love that you said that you would like to do something like this if you once you felt more confident. Let me see. I want to go back to this. I miss so much, you guys. I know they're on the screen, but like I rarely look at the screen. I'm sorry. I miss all the messages or I'd get tied up. Emma, what do? You should do this. You may have made a mistake by announcing that right here on my live, because I'll be like, hey girl, me and you this Saturday, come on. Let's do a duo. We'll do it together. We'll both read for everyone. Come on, it'd be a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely, I want to say to you, Emma Lee Stringer. Emma says, yes, I used to do readings years ago and mediumship. Yes, I want to say that, anytime you're doing something that's a little bit stretching out of your comfort zone, there are fears. There will be fears, but doing it anyway, even if you're afraid, because nobody ever feels prepared enough. You don't know enough to feel like a master, right? You just take that leap of faith and trust spirit to catch you. When you do something like this, that is exactly what works, even if you're afraid, right? Spirit honors your service in the face of your fears. Emma, it's never too late and it's never too early, baby. You better get on to that, really. Okay, so let me see here now. I got sidetracked. Melinda, what's your question, sweetie? Oh, I see it. Here we go. I'm going to click you there. You poor thing. I do still get nervous sometimes. It's actually kind of dumb. I'm like, what? I just equate it to, what? Something amazing is gonna happen. So I'm nervous because something exciting is gonna happen, right? And the nerves never truly go away. You think I just know this stuff with some sure certainty? No, I just trust the process. I trust spirit. I trust that it's been right so many times and it's come through this same way that it's going to keep working for all of us. There's no part of me that is 100% certain that what I say is going to land and facts are facts and that's that, because no psychic, no medium is 100% all of the time. But when you devote yourself to a practice such as this, you begin to trust and feel the alignment and the flow of what you're bringing through, and you just know that it is the right thing. But Emma, there are still those fears. But if it wasn't something that was a little bit, nerve wracking, like any old person would just do it, And I encourage every person to do it. Kathy Castelletti, you sweetheart, I love you. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, spirit shows up where you're at. If you show up to be of service, even if you're rusty, even if you feel like, oh no, I'm going to mess this up, like spirit will not let you mess it up. It's like riding a bike, girl. You think you're rusty? Jump on a bike and start riding. You'll remember real quick and get your coordination. And thank you guys for the donations. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. All right, Melinda. Let me make sure I'm all disconnected from anything else. You poor thing, girl. I know you always be asking about this person. And I'm sending love to your heart, sending love to your scenario. All right. I would like to know if Mark has any positive feelings for me and if we could ever connect. Oh, honey. Sending you so much love, girl. Melinda. So the first card that fell from my deck, you've got some cards here. Okay. The first card that fell from my deck is okay. So does he have any good feelings for me? This is just like I could take you and I could leave you. This is not fireworks and romance and heartstrings. You know what I mean? This isn't someone who is grieving the loss of you. And I'm so sorry. I don't want to say that to your poor broken heart, but I do not want to give you false hope. The card to clarify this is the Seven of Cups. I'm trying to find something that is more emotionally satisfying for me. It was all right while I had it, but now I'm looking for other things that are a better fit. Okay. And the cards that you have here, I was like, oh my gosh, I got this one here. I'm so sorry, darling. I'm sending you so much love. But listen, like you have that relationship or that person or the experiences, the feelings that you had there, you have it on a pedestal. And what you don't realize is you're holding space for that person to fill that space. And someone else who is in better alignment would surpass even those wonderful emotional times that you shared. Okay. And I know your heart is like, I want that person. I want that person. But that person has their own issues and agenda and free will choice going on. All right. So in the absence of that person, I've told you, darling, focusing on yourself and your emotional satisfaction and enjoyment with or without a partner, what you do that makes your life enjoyable for you in every moment and each day. Okay. Making that a priority from now forward. You know what? If he's not in my life, I'm going to make my life the best it could possibly be for me until he comes back into my life or potentially somebody better. Okay. Now, the cards that you have here stirring the pot and invested. Okay, so this tells me that he is, even if he were to come back in connection with you, like say he goes and sows his wild oats and finds out the grass is no greener elsewhere, or he, gets arrested and loses everything and decides Melinda can bail me out of all this shit that I have going on, then he might come running back to you, but it'll never be smooth. This stir in the pot means I'm a shit starter. Okay, I like the sparks. I like the tension. I like the entertainment. I like the entertainment factor. And Melinda is a little bit predictable, a little bit calm, a little bit not quite right for the exciting emotional patterns that I enjoy keeping myself in. Okay. Now you also have, this is major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. I feel like this here is that shit starter. That's him. And this is you not being happy, even if you guys got back together, because too much has happened. He's not emotionally fulfilling for you when you guys were together. However, that might be the brightest relationship that you had. Okay. But what you have in the future will surpass even this when you can realize that this is not the best that you'll ever receive. Melinda, darling, I am sending you so much love. So much love. I love your honesty and compassion. You'd make a good early childhood teacher. I would. However, like I vape and I cuss and this and that. But I can monitor and censor myself, of course. However, I'm drawn in this direction. It's funny you say that, Emma. When I was younger, in my younger days, I did think like, oh, I would love to own a daycare in my home and have my kids and all the daycare kids and do that. Like I wanted to do that when I was younger. I never did. I ended up going through other paths and avenues of career and employment. However, now I'm like, what was I thinking? Like I don't have the patience like I used to have back then, and I have children and I have grandchildren, and I'm great with getting on the level with even my grandkids and everyone. However, as far as a career path, spirit knows that this is what I need to be doing. It's actually funny because this is not a stable source of income. I'm not trying to put it down or anything else, but like I've got to keep at it and keep, I got to keep showing up and keep being of service and all the things, in order to keep, that alive, the financial flow alive. And it can be, uncertain, to say the least, from month to month, from week to week, from day to day. So I've thought at times about getting another job, like a regular job, a 9 to 5 kind of, or whatever job. And I have applied other places. And this is so incredibly nuts. Twice I have applied at the bank in my town as like a teller. And I thought, oh, that's something I could probably do part-time. You know what I mean? It'd be cool right here down the street, whatever. And twice I have applied for that job. And it's so weird because after I submit my application, I get something back that says, this position's been deleted. Sorry. Twice. I'm like, how does this happen to me? Like, is it me? Is it personal? What the heck? But I take that as a sign from spirit. Like, listen, girl, that ain't what you do. You don't count money at the bank. You don't ring people up. You don't work at the welfare office anymore. This is what you do. So make yourself available to people. And that is what I do. Most of what I do is for free here on the live. So I thank you guys for all of your support. For those who want to connect with me on a one-on-one private level, my link is HeidiCorona.shop. It's right here. It's right here. And I thank you for your support. Somehow Spirit provides. Somehow Spirit provides. And I am so incredibly grateful for everything, because the stars, they add up. All of these things add up. Yes. Yes. I've got to be honest here. Like, it's funny that we're talking about this. Like, people can think what they want. But the reality is that I am a real person, just like you guys, just like anyone else, you know. And I'm not exempt from the life journey or the life challenges. Like, it's not like I'm done and now I'm just coasting and giving you guys guidance. No, I'm maneuvering through my own life path, my own journey, my shit, my lessons, my challenge, my struggles, just like everyone else. Okay, just like everyone else. So I want to say that when I had a random spontaneous spiritual awakening. However, prior to that, I had become disabled, and I had resigned from my career with the county. I become disabled, and I had a random spontaneous spiritual awakening, and I heard the voice of my past loved one. My disabilities were healed, like not in the same moment. That was two different occurrences. Okay. However, my disabilities were healed. I heard the voice of my past loved one in spirit. Like, I started, kaboom, what's going on? Oh my God, my life is crazy. I had to figure out how this was happening, what was going on. And I didn't have another job when this happened to me. So it's been something that I've been able to devote full time to. I've taken classes and programs for the first several years. I still do. I'm starting another program on freaking Monday, because we're all teachable, you guys. We all can excel and expand to the next level of whatever it is that you have going on in your life. And so anyone that you watch on the internet is no exemption. No exception. We are all going through our own stuff. So I want to say that I didn't have another job, and it has slowly grown and built over time. In fact, I'm coming up on my page's 4-year anniversary. So it's not quite yet. At the end of the month, it's my page's 4-year anniversary, and I've built it from the ground up. I have almost 9,000 followers. Amen. And thank you, God. And this is actually becoming something that I can pay my bills with. I still get food stamps, you guys. I'm not a rich person. I have to work and show up so that I continue to receive the financial compensation that pays the next bill that's due. I do trust that one day maybe it'll be a little bit more smooth, because I'll tell you, before, it was not working at all. It took me a long time to feel like my skills were strong enough to offer for financial compensation. So I did a lot of stuff for free in the beginning, just so that I could strengthen what I had going on, because I love to do this, you guys. It's amazing and mystical and miraculous for me too, because I didn't always do this. So as soon as this became something in my life, I jumped in head first, just like anything else. And I am like any other entrepreneur. I have to continue putting myself out there, showing up, casting a net, doing the paid offerings, this kind of thing. So I didn't have another job to give up for this. I've been working at this solely for years. And I'm finally at a point where I'm not so afraid when the bills roll in. You know, like, I know that God will provide. I've been down to the wire, like, oh my God, I need to come up with, $500 in 3 days. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Spirit, what do I do? And magically, I'll have somebody sign up for my program 2 months early. This has happened, like a kaboom, kaboom, 500, here's 550 in 2 days. You're fine. Keep doing this. Keep doing this. Like, holy smokes. It's amazing and incredible. And I'm not a rich person, but this is an enriching path. And even if I live hand to mouth or barely make ends meet, it is such a rewarding path. And I trust, Spirit, that this is still the very right thing for me to be doing. Beats anything else I could ever possibly do. And anytime I try to get another job, Spirit says no. Something will happen to throw a wrench in that program. So I continue to do this because I love doing this anyway. I love being here for you guys. Yes, I cannot be dishonest, girl. So I'm glad that you guys are here and listening. And I mean, nobody's better or worse or above or below or less than or greater than or whatever. We're all just people. We're all just people. And you do whatever your job is. And this is my profession. So I read cards and I connect with spirit and the other side, and I send energy healing, and I show up of service in whatever way you need that is spiritual in nature. So thank you guys. Now, Kathy, you darling, do you have a certain request? I love you, girl. Thank you for the donation. Emma, do you have a request too? Emily. Yes. Some of you have been following me since before I even had a page. Really. I know Gina picked me up before I had a page, before I had a group. I was going live as myself in the lab light room when I was first like learning broadcasting and everything else, you know. So some of you guys even had me there, and that is fantastic. I love you guys. All right. So Kathy Castelletti, I'm going to connect in with you first, darling. And then Emma Lee Stringer, you will be first. Gina went from #1 fan to best friend in the world. And she says she's still my #1 fan. I love Gina very much. Gina and I were best friends for 2 years before we ever met in person. Maybe longer, maybe even longer, Gina. Feels like forever. It really does. And now we even live so far apart, but our hearts are so close together. You know, it's just one of those soul bonds that you stumble across and you don't want to let go. So I'm grateful for Gina, and I'm grateful for Jody, and I'm grateful for Kathy, and I'm grateful for Lynn, and I'm grateful for all of your names that I see here. That you guys are in my vibe tribe. You guys are in my heart. My vibe tribe is in my heart, and I love you guys. I don't know why I'm getting all emotional. Kathy, it's you. It's probably you, Kathy. I'm in your energy now. I'm connecting with you. You had that whole doula experience, and it is beautiful. And you said your grandmother now, your grandmother was going to step in to assist you with your whole doula processes, etc. This card fell on the ground. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Okay. Kathy Castelletti, grandma is showing me like a heart with lots of strings and scissors. Snip, snip, snip. I'm cutting all these strings, these heartstrings. Snip, snip. I'm cutting all these heartstrings. This is so interesting, Kathy. And she wants me to recommend she and Spirit, I'm sure, but smoky quartz. Thank you. You guys are so awesome. I love you. Diana, you're in the Vibe Tribe, even though you're on YouTube. I know. Karma, I know you guys. I love you guys. You know it. So Kathy, smoky quartz, honey, can you get yourself some kind of a smoky quartz like this to wear near your heart center? Or do you have such a thing that will help you to filter some of the challenging emotions that may be going on during these kinds of experiences, etc.? Okay, so I'm feeling this here. And I'm also getting my sign for stroke. And I'm seeing what kind of a flower is that? Some kind of a flower. It's not a rose, it's something else, and I'm not a flower person. I actually have a smoky quartz that I had with me today. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandma. She's in the house. She's helping you with all of that. She knows about your smoky quartz, and she brought it to me and said, hold this up. I was there. She used it. Keep using it. That's a wonderful way to filter that energy. She already knows, love. That's why she brought it up. That's excellent validation for you. Now, I'm still getting, if this is not a stroke, this could be some challenging thoughts, okay? Okay. This could be some challenging thoughts on the headspace, Kathy, especially with the if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. I need to say to you that you are not expected to change anything. You are witnessing, you are observing, and some of these things are more challenging to be present for. However, it's not up to you to change anything. Actually, Graham had a stroke before she passed. Thank you. So the stroke is a validation for you. Thank you. Thank you. But also these thoughts as well. It still connects. It lingered with me because there was a deeper message associated, but I appreciate the validations because, Kathy, I don't know this. I don't know these things. I don't know your gram, but you have the information. And thank you, God, that she brings it to me to not only verify the stroke that she had before she passed, to prove to you that she lives on, but also to verify that smoky quartz that you had with you today. When you did the whole thing that she stepped in with you, her presence is still evidential. It is still there in your here and now. She loves you so much. And she says that you, child, child, you worry about too many things that are beyond your control. The human body makes expressions or twinges when it experiences different energy patterns, and your perception tells you it's a painful, negative, or emotionally charged experience. But the truth of the matter is that the body is just moving, like facial expressions, and then it pulls at your heart like, oh my goodness, this is sad, this is hard, this is challenging, that person's in pain. But the truth of the matter is that's not necessarily what is going on. Felt her so very strongly. Yes, because she was right there with you, doll, supporting you, supporting you. But I just want to say that there's a little teeny tiny misinterpretation of facial expressions or body cues. Okay, she needs me to tell you that it's not always what you think it is. All right, so don't grab on to the heaviest, most challenging thing and let it and carry the guilt around that. Okay, what is the other thing? Okay. She says to also be prepared to become aware of different divine or spiritual emissaries, okay, that may show up to these kinds of experiences, depending on the belief systems or the faith or not of the individual who are you're connected to at that time. OMG, I have no control over my facial expressions. Oh, you darling. Oh, you darling. Okay, well, being more mindful about this, okay, and also your perception of others, that might be off as well. So feeling bad for something that is just a misinterpretation of cues. All right, I have that. But also, she's saying becoming aware of the different divine beings who may be stepping in during these times, angels, Jesus, Buddha, different beings, deities, this kind of thing. Kind of taking note of that because you're kind of adding some of those things to your toolbox as well. People that you can become more aware of more easily, or also call upon during certain times when you notice that that's the same kind of scenario. These are all different tools that are being added to your toolbox so that this can equip you further as you expand and grow on this unique path. Totally beautiful. Totally beautiful. Yeah, grandma just really wants to say that, like, it's look, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And that bird means something, darling. I'm not dead. I'm working with you in your practice. I'm sitting next to you in your den, that kind of thing. Absolutely. And you better believe that your husband is peeking through the doorway with the biggest smile, the biggest, cheesiest smile. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Wow, look at this. I love that, Kathy. Kathy, I want to put that. I know we can see it here, but that's freaking awesome. My client today happens to be a Catholic, and I felt Archangel Jeremiah and Azrael with him today. That's amazing. That's exactly what I'm saying. You would notice this, and you did, and that's such validation for you, Kathy. Jesus, I can't give you anything that you don't already have. All I can tell you is things that you already know, right? And it resonates so deeply that it moves you and expands your awareness. So, girl, you are doing fantastic. Spirit absolutely supports you. I feel like there was, your husband, yes, smiling with his cheesy old smile. Hold on, sir. Richie. Okay, so he has a red and white checkered tablecloth, like a picnic time. He wants to put it out, and he wants to put it on the grass. All right, and set a nice little picnic for you Darling, the earth is our school. That's so funny. This red and white checkered cloth, like I feel like that could be an Italian restaurant or even a picnic thing. I feel like that means something. Means something. You're welcome, Kathy. The earth is our school, and you are still learning. He also says that he listens and receives all the things that you explain to him as they happen. Luckily, he is understanding and aware. He says you fill him in on all the stuff that's going on, like the crazy stuff. You'd be like, oh, you won't believe it, Richie. Guess what happened today? This and that, this and that. And if he was living, he would have been like, that's bizarre. That's crap. That's crazy, right? However, in the spirit form, he said he eats it up with a spoon. He absolutely loves it. He's so excited that you're excited. And it's a beautiful feeling, to watch you grow and succeed in this way. Holy crap, Italian restaurant. Yes, he's bringing me that. Oh, Diana, cool. I didn't know that. Thank you. I have 444 videos on YouTube. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes, the Italian restaurant, that red and white checkered tablecloth there, he's bringing to me. And he's saying that it is so exciting for him to listen, to receive, to witness, to watch you grow and do these amazing things that before he would have never thought possible. But now he's a believer, and you're the one who helped him to become that. Beautiful. All of their love, Kathy, your Grams, your husbands, all of their love to you, girl. And it's only better from here, okay? It's only better from here. And he's bringing me some kind of a gold statue or award here. I just need to say this. And also that Christmas tree this year, decorating a Christmas tree, it'll feel like a more festive thing to do. Okay, maybe Christmas time is something special for you as well, December, that kind of thing. However, I see a statue, which is really weird. So maybe you're going to be winning some kind of an award or witness an award show. Like, it's weird. I see it like, I don't know who, I don't watch those kinds of shows, darn it. So I can't say. It looks like there's like a person with their arms up like this, and there's like stuff up here, maybe Olympics or something. I don't freaking know. Kathy, please just take that wherever it may resonate. This might be something you see later and go, that's the statue. Hello from heaven. Thank you. Or whatnot. I leave that with you along with all of their love. Kathy Castelletti, sending love to you, darling. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for tuning in. That is awesome. So, Emily Stringer, I'm going to jump in with your question, darling. And I'll read the comments on the replay. I missed a bit there, but I do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Emma, you said, was something going to improve with you and your husband's job situation or something like that? I forget. Yes. Okay. Got a lot of changes. Emma Lee Schreer. Whew. Looks like that's yours. Thank you, Spirit, for being awesome and amazing. Okay. Well. Okay. Check it out. So, okay, just starting a business and I've left my full-time job to support him. Holy shit. Wow. Look at this. Queen of coins, 5 of coins. I was going to say, honey, you're going to be carrying the financial burden here. Wow, that is incredible because you're the queen holding the money, and this is Five of Coins, a lack of financial support. Whew. Okay, so let's do this now. We're going to dive in a little bit here. I can see that this validates what it is that you have going on. However, the lesson is this Five of Swords is on the bottom. This is about depression. Okay, and this Nine of Cups was this first one that flew out for you, right? This Nine of Cups is about your emotional contentment, satisfaction in your own skin, in your own life, in your own day, regardless of if you're working your fingers to the bone and barely making ends meet, okay, that kind of thing. It's about what is emotionally satisfying for you and recognizing I'm doing this because I love to do this, or I'm doing this to pay for the things that I need in my life because I love myself and I love the quality of lifestyle that I need, that I desire to be living. Okay, so putting things into a perspective of gratitude and the reasons why you're doing things will really help a lot, because I can see the potential here for depression, for stress, for your vibrational frequency to come down because you're carrying the financial weight and burden, at least for a little while. So let's continue with this. I'm going to switch decks now. I also used to do readings and drum lessons. Oh my God, will I do this again? I want to learn to play the drums, girl. I kick ass at the air drums. Oh my God. So I really want to learn to play the, where are you at? Oh, you're not even close to me at all. Shucks. I love that. We'll ask Spirit. Yes, we are working towards better work-life balance. Okay. But let's say this now. Those drum lessons and the readings, is that an emotionally fulfilling obligation for you, an emotionally fulfilling path for you to follow? Because I feel like it is. I feel like, yeah, you know, that can, any job's a job, girl. Okay. But if you want to make money, it's kind of a little bit easier when you're doing something that you have an interest or a creative passion around. Okay. So I feel like that is there with the readings, with the drum lessons. But you said you quit your job already, right? I've left my full-time job and you're starting a business. Is the business the readings and the drum lessons or something else? And also in-home childcare. Wow. Honey, are we soul sisters? Because I was just talking about in-home childcare. That's funny. Something else. Okay. Whoop. You've got a couple of cards that fell. Yeah. So I'm loving that. The in-home childcare. That seems like something that's going to be financially stable and sustainable for you. However, I feel like, yes, definitely. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I feel like there are a few different things that you can be doing that will be financially sustainable for you. This Nine of Pentacles is about you standing on your feet, making sure that your needs are met, your bills are paid because you can. All right. And then when your husband or boyfriend or whoever he is, okay, no offense, when he is able to get that job or have that financial stability in what his endeavor is, it'll be like, oh, thank God. Now we've got even more breathing room, okay, because you're not dependent on him. You already have it figured out and going on. However, his money will help to, you know, create even more stable lifestyle for you guys. This Three of Pentacles really does feel like that childcare thing, and potentially the readings of drum work, you know, if you can figure that into the equation. However, you're going to see he has set up a steam waiting business. Let's pull some cards on that, because I feel like these things are great for you as long as you can fit them into your schedule, if that works for you, right? I want to pull a card on his steam waiting business. So far, I just want to be honest here, Emily. It looks to me like you can handle your shit, okay? And you're going to do what needs to be done so that you guys stay afloat. And that's what it is. And Spirit supports that. It may be challenging as you need others to step to the plate more fully, but giving them the space to do that is necessary. Spirit. cards on this steam weeding business. Fell on the ground. Okay. So I'm asking for some cards on that business. So this is probably why you're going to be feeling a little bit more tight in the money area, a little more pressure on your shoulders, because the Hanged Man is here. It's going to take a bit more time to see that through, for that to actually get up and running, and all the details to be figured out and the kinks to be worked out, that kind of thing. This is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is not begrudging the wait. In fact, they are taking this time to use to their advantage to make sure that it is going to flow smoothly once they step into the active part of the process. Okay, so I can feel how he's waiting in limbo. Maybe he's waiting for a license or machinery, equipment, this kind of thing, a location, whatever. And you're doing the damn thing. So he's waiting. Absolutely. I will work hard to support him, but be happy myself, not sacrificing my needs anymore. Yes, the equipment has been faulty, been getting it fixed. Yes, this says that it's going to take a bit of time. Spot on. Thank you, Emily. See, I don't know you. You don't know me. You're in New Zealand, girl. I'm in California, in America. Spirit shows up for us no matter who we are, no matter where we're at. Thank you. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. So I do feel like it's important to continue doing your part of the thing and leave that space for him to do his part of the thing too. And recognize when some of those things are out of his hands and some of those things need to be followed up on. And there might be like a procrastination or a laziness factor that plays a part in it kind of slipping away. So don't feel like a mothering person. If you've got to remind him, oh, I pulled my earring out. Remind him to follow up on those things so that his process can continue to unfold, right? And there aren't any like big stalemates or like bottlenecks, that kind of thing. Yes, he procrastinates. I know it, girl. Spirit is telling me right now. Look at this. I can't get my damn earring in. Hello. Hello. Come on now. You guys won't believe it. I fell yesterday. How dumb is that? Thank you, Melinda. I will nag, girlfriend. Good, good. I'm glad that you will stay on top of it to ensure success for the family unit. You know what I mean? You guys will have a more smooth and enjoyable lifestyle if everybody participates and contributes what is necessary, right? To add to the quality of what it is. So you also have the Page of Swords here. So this tells me that new information might be coming to light that may help to smooth things out as well. So making sure to educate yourself and him to educate himself on the ins and outs, the legals of the process, the way that things should flow, the structure, this kind of thing. Spending time to educate and make yourself aware, both you and him, girl. This could be you taking classes to brush up on those readings, or teaching those classes for drum lessons, etc. Some of these things you may be able to do online. And that opens your customer base up to so much more of a broader audience. I hope so. My kids are homeschooled too, so a lot happening. Yeah, I want to say that you could do a lot of that stuff from home and even online. Okay, so educate yourself on the different avenues that might be open and available to you. That is what Spirit has for you, Emma. It's going to be okay. You know that you can make it through with whatever it is that you have. And those other things may need put into perspective, put on hold, those things that are not necessities, we've got to pause that for a while because we can't afford that. We can't go out to eat or whatever because we can't afford that, or whatever these things might be that are not necessities. You can do it. Yes, I'm okay. I guess I'm okay. Melinda, thank you for your donation, sweetheart. What's your question? Emily, have you ever done them online like in this format yet? Have you done live readings like this yet? Or are you just talking about like Zoom or something like that? Because that would be totally awesome. If you guys aren't in my Spirit Speaks Vibe tribe, I have a private Facebook group called the Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. The link is in the description box. It's more of me for free. We do a card a day, Intuitive Tuesdays. Vibe Tribe only exclusive gatherings, reading events, discounts, scholarships, freebies, all kinds of stuff in there. It's me and our Vibe Tribe community. So if you are not in the Vibe Tribe, what in the heck are you thinking? You must agree to the group rules and get into the Vibe Tribe. That is where a lot of the connection really does happen, and a lot of support there from one another, from me. So I encourage you to join if you're not in there. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, Melinda. Hi, Micah. Doing all right. Yeah, okay, so Melinda, let me get you real quick and then I'll talk about my fall. Wow, son of a gun. Look here, girl. Okay, you said is Mark happy in his marriage? Is Mark happy in his marriage? So on the bottom of the deck is Major Arcana card number 11, Justice. And this literally indicates like legal happenings, fairness, balance, equality, things being rectified. The card that flew out for you is the Six of Wands. All right, son of a gun. This is about victory, success, feeling seen, appreciated, really enjoying the center stage that you do have. And being that Justice is here, you're asking, is that person happy in their marriage? There couldn't be better cards to indicate that yes, they are. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. At least for the time being, it is exactly what that person needs to feed their ego, to make them feel comfortable, like they have their life figured out and things are safe. You poor thing. Okay, I got to be honest with you. I have to give you what it is. I can't make it up. So, some of you guys know that I have epilepsy. And so sometimes I have seizures while I'm asleep. And I don't know it, okay, because my seizures aren't like convulsive. They're like absent seizures or nocturnal seizures. So I don't actually convulse while I'm sleeping, but it happens in my brain while I'm asleep. And when I wake up, I have varying degrees of cognitive dysfunction or amnesia, that kind of thing. And it can be quite challenging and scary. So that is one of the medical issues that I personally deal with in my life path journey. So when I fell the other morning, I woke up and I was a little bit confused. And I was trying to get out of my bed and I kind of tripped on something. And then I like landed like I don't know, this is really dumb. Like I lost my legs from under me. My elbow landed on my pinky finger and I trapped myself and I couldn't get my legs under me. So I like squashed my finger. I pulled a muscle here in my arm and my legs slid and boom, I hit my butt and I'm fine. But I was, I'll tell you, like, it's very frustrating, friends. Like, I never know if I'm going to wake up and be functional or if I'm going to need time, and usually given, 30 minutes, an hour, a couple of hours, if it's bad, I kind of click into place to where I'm myself and I understand and I can speak and I know what's going on, and I can read the text messages and respond and stuff. But like, I never know, will this happen again tomorrow? And it's that in itself, I've had to work through deep fears around sleeping, deep fears around going to sleep, because I don't know how tomorrow is going to work out, even if everything's fine. I have ran from my family because I thought I was abducted twice, you guys, fucking twice. It was terrifying because I don't recognize these people. I don't know where this place is. Your self inside says, this is all unfamiliar. I'm just waking up. I've been abducted. And I've run twice. Now it's not so bad anymore because I have methods in place to help me. And as long as things are familiar, I'm usually quicker to come to it. However, I've woken up in front of the mirror, touching my face and crying because I don't even know who I am. So in those instances, that's when it's easier for me to rely on whoever's might be here with me. If that's the case, sometimes I'm alone, but especially if I know something's wrong with me. Like if I don't recognize my face, there's warnings going on. That's not right. I should know who I am, you know? But so some mornings are better than others. And I just, those are the challenges and the struggles that not many people have to deal with. It is very, very rare, extremely rare. It's not something I've always had. It befell me mid adulthood. And it took a really long time for the doctors to even diagnose. So, that is a daily struggle for me. In the morning, I have to come to some kind of an understanding of what life is. And that leads me to say that, like, I've heard people say you have to wake up and meditate first thing in the morning in order to be spiritual. That's not a possibility for me. When I wake up in the morning, I'm lucky if I know what my name is and what I've got going on today or what day of the week. I never know what day of the week it is. Okay, I don't want to say it like that. That's an absolute, and that moves things in the wrong direction. For me, I have a hard time discerning which day it is, and I might I'll repeat a question multiple times. What's today? Today's Monday. Today's Monday. Is it today Monday? Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's Monday. All right. Monday. 2 hours later, Monday, right? It's Monday. Okay. It's something that you don't know behind the scenes that I really do struggle with in my own personal life. So I can't wake up and just meditate because I don't fucking know. I can't count on that. How I meditate when it works for me, and I'll tell you, spirit shows up every time. I meditate when I can, and spirit shows up. Whether I'm sitting down, standing up, jogging, sometimes spirit creeps in when I'm doing regular things anyway. Okay. So you do not have to have a certain routine. We work with what we have going on. Okay. And I could easily let all this stuff prevent me from doing this. And in fact, I'll be honest, you guys, we were talking about jobs earlier. My family has urged me for many years to apply for permanent disability. Like, Heidi, you have problems. Like, you can't wake up. If I need to be somewhere, I set my alarm for 2 hours prior to the actual time that I would need to wake up and start getting ready. So if I have an appearance at 8 o'clock and I want to make sure I'm up at 6 to get ready, I might get myself up more like 5, maybe even earlier, just to make sure that my brain is where I need it to be so that I'm the Heidi that I am for you guys to be functional. And that means anything, doctor's appointments, anything. I've got to wake up extra early to make sure that it's not one of those terrible mornings and it'll take me excess time to be ready and come back to myself. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. So my family has told me time and again, you need to apply for Social Security, disability, permanent disability. But I'm like, you know what? With this, I can set my hours. I know when I'm supposed to be meeting with someone. I can prepare. I can work in the evenings. That's my better time. By the time I've been up for a little while and I'm firmly planted in what's going on, like, that's my best times is around this time in the evening. So I would prefer to do this than to get another job or apply for some disability. Like, I have a drive and a passion, and I really believe that this is going to be the lasting option for my life. Spirit needs this. Spirit wants me to do this. So thank you. Okay, let's see where we're at now. Let's do some quick cards for my friends. Who wants a quick card and message? Hello, Nicole Johnson. Hi, Lillian Fry. Melinda is still here. Yeah, like, I could quit, man. And I could say, oh, I'll take that monthly check and not do this and just say, forget it, but like, Spirit delivered me, man. I've been through very dark nights of the soul. And if I can give back to the world, one person, one greeting, one appearance at a time, I owe it to the big guns upstairs for saving me from some very dark times. There's all my friends. I see you guys. Let's get there. Tammy Rhodes, quick card. Tammy on YouTube. I see you there. Okay. Tammy, your card is absolutes, kind of like I was just talking about with my own verbiage. Like, we sometimes see things or speak things or think things in a certain frame of being, a certain way, black and white. It's all or nothing. It's this or that. It's always or never, this kind of thing. So Tammy, witnessing where you might be pigeonholing yourself into circumstances, undesirable circumstances that you don't want, okay, by simply the phrases that you speak, the things that you think, the way that you see things. Okay, we can do that. I just said something about that, right? I have every morning is challenging. That's not true. That is not true. And if I say that every morning sucks, every morning is a challenge, eventually it will pick up the pattern and become an every morning kind of thing. Okay. But if I can say, ooh, too many mornings are challenging for me. Okay. That leaves wiggle room. Too many could be two or one. One is too many, right? That leaves some wiggle room to backpedal out of that distasteful pattern and into what we really want, leaning into what you really want by using those gray areas, darling. That's what I have for you, Tammy. Sometimes when we can't see a way out, we can't even be open for something other than. Who, Tammy? Bernice on YouTube. Hold on, Bernice. You got this one. Oh, wow, Bernice. Bernice, this one's also for you with the absolutes. What are we doing, people? I understand. I just said it. I just said it too. Let's talk a little bit about this too with the survival mode. So survival mode can indicate, we're down to brass tacks and the basics here. Absolutes can also be about money, the way we think about money. Okay, like, oh, I'm always broke. I never have enough to pay the bills or to buy the things I need. Okay, well, when we say always and never in those frames, boy, you're solidifying more of the same. You're magnetizing and manifesting just that same circumstance. So recognizing when we're saying, God damn it, I'm always broke, right? Okay, well, you know what? I would like to have more money. It would be nice to have more money. That kind of thing. Instead of affirming, I'm always in a negative state of being, instead retract. Maybe I'm in this negative state of being a little more often than I would like, but things are moving in a more positive direction, wherever that lands, Bernice. Tiffany Tisdale, I see your request. Tiffany, you've got slap a spirit on it along with new coat. All right. So this is about trying on new experiences like you are trying on a new coat. Non-committal. Okay. If it doesn't work, if there's something going wrong, then can it, forget it. That is not the one that is for you in the long term. Okay. This is about experiences and trusting that spirit won't lead you into something that is not beneficial to the quality of your life or the evolution of your soul, Tiffany. Sometimes we can say, oh, but I did try new things and I didn't like it, or it didn't work out, or whatever. Spirit says, hey, you gained from those experiences something that you needed, okay, in your life path journey. So don't ward off new experiences of the future that may be totally different from what happened before. Tiffany, that's for you. My husband always says that, and I always tell him to say it a different way. Good job, Bernice. Yes, stay on top of that. Validation for you on the absolutes, the blacks and the whites, and helping your husband to move in a healthier direction as well, Bernice. Beautiful. I'm going to ask Spirit to guide me to do something different. Thank you. Awesome. Beautiful. Spirit supports that. Spirit supports you. Catherine Jean O'Donnell. Catherine Jean O'Donnell. Hold on, Catherine. We need a babe. I got several people on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Look at you. You're rock stars. Thank you. Catherine Jean O'Donnell, you've got fearsome. So fearsome can indicate manipulation, narcissistic abuse, domination, secrets, that big scary bully either out there or maybe that critic in here. The fears that we have that hold us back, I don't feel like it's in here, although it may be a reflection of what's out there. Okay, Catherine Jean O'Donnell, I just want to remind you that these fearsome things get louder and bigger because they truly have Only that power and control. That's all they can do, is make a big show and a big fuss. They can't actually create the actions that you take, okay? But through their actions, they are persuading you to follow suit, direction, to follow their way, what they want, bend to their will, etc. Catherine Jean O'Donnell, this is the call to recognize those big scary shadows that might linger here or there, and to put them into perspective as to what they really are. Okay, those big scary shadows cannot stand against the light. Okay, and you, my friend, are light. You are action and love, and what you do does not have to be affected or impacted by this kind of energy. Yep, that's my bully. Thank you, Catherine, so much for the validation. Spirit shows up for you. Spirit shows up for all of us. Thank you, God. You've got this, girl. You are stronger than any bully. Kathy Stevenson. I'm going down the list right now, guys. Kathy Stevenson. Whoa. That's a lot of cards, Spirit. Okay. You're welcome, darling Catherine. Kathy Stevenson. All right, so check it out. I've got some cards for you. You have several that fell. All right. Now, Empowering Vibes, great card. Absolutely fantastic card. This means Kathy knows who she is. Kathy is a beautiful individual who has, I want to say, healthy-ish boundaries, okay? Healthy-ish boundaries. And she's definitely feeling like she is more authentic and in the flow in her own life. And this empowers others to feel like they can do the same. Okay, so your empowerment empowers others to feel like they can be themselves and live their authentic path and still be supported and loved by you. Okay, however, you've got a few cards here. You've got superiority complex, all right, along with along with cheater. So what this tells me is that you yourself are a very good person, Kathy, with moral integrity, all right, with a beautiful moral compass here that steers you in all the right directions for your life and your life path journey. And I feel like you might be this superior person inadvertently because you love other people who may be making mistakes in life, who may be exhibiting selfish behaviors. Maybe they're not quite living up to the expectations that others have set for them, or they're just not satisfied with the quality of life that they have because of the kind of energy that they keep or the things that they are involved in. And you, as this amazing individual who has the awareness and the foresight and the compassion to try to guide these people, says, hey, I see a train wreck going to happen. Maybe you shouldn't be involved in that. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you shouldn't act that way. However, this person has all the free will choice that they want to. And they don't have to listen to you, even if you have the best intentions and in heart, okay? Even if you're right. Sometimes that makes them want to do the opposite just out of spite. Oh, you think I should do the right thing? Huh? Well, guess what? I'm going to go fuck up royally, big time. Okay, so all you can do, darling, is be your best self. Lead by example. Kathy Stevenson, you're doing that, and it's a beautiful thing. However, the responsibility is out of your hands. You have nothing to feel guilty about if you have imparted the knowledge. If these people do know, they have their own choices and can be involved in things that they might want to be involved in, or their soul wants to experience. Okay, bottom line, even if they're like, oh, I know, I agree with you, it's a great idea, but they still get drawn in. Like sometimes the soul craves that kind of an experience, and there is nothing you can do to change it. So I want to take that responsibility off of your shoulders, dear. And as I said that, your superiority complex fell. How crazy is that? I want to take that responsibility off of your shoulders. Your life path is your own, and you get to live that one to the best of your ability. Everyone else has to do the same, whether they agree with you and listen or they don't. So true. Thank you. You're welcome, Kathy Stevenson. Sending love. I am working down this list, you guys. Betty Greibel. Betty. I'm getting some quick cards from my friends here. And then nothing's really always quick with me. We'll see. We'll see. Betty Greibel, you got Don't Speak. Hi, Hannah. Good to see you, darling. Hi, Trish. You snuck in here. Good to see you. So, Betty, Don't Speak indicates, look, this girl has a tape over her mouth. All right. And she's got big giant eyes to watch what's going on around her because she might be missing some things. Okay. So Spirit is encouraging you, Betty, to look through your eyes, to listen to what's being said and what's not being said, to observe body posture and language, these kinds of things, and not to jump in if you feel like you're moved to do so at this moment, at this time. Like I feel like more will be revealed to you later. But to just jump in with, I have all these opinions about this, that, the other thing, kind of like when you take a class and you start asking questions and they're like, hold on, girl, it's going to come up in the next slide. Okay, so hold your question because it's going to be revealed here later. That's what I feel here for you, Betty, is the need to be aware and observant and witness and perceive and absorb, but not so much to interject your opinions or how you're feeling about things until you evaluate. More information will be revealed over time. That's what I feel for you, Betty. Being the observer, both in your environment and also within, Spirit is saying, your thoughts, recognizing your thoughts, following thoughts that you know are healthy and beneficial to the quality of your life, and deciding to remove or refrain from thoughts that you know are not adding to the quality of your life or how you feel about things. Betty, that's what I have for you. Sending love, mama. Diana Rodriguez. Diana. Let's get you. Let's get you, Diana. And if you guys wanted to connect with me on a deeper level, my link is in your description box. I now have quick service options where you can connect with me instant, same day, within 24 hours. Several options there for you. So if you want to connect with me, take advantage of that. Diana, you've got potential. I love this. So what this card shows with all these beautiful yellows I see here is about you having a very strong solar plexus chakra. Sometimes our solar plexus chakra can feel threatened when we have boundary issues, for instance. However, honey, Spirit is saying that you are really getting in the flow of asserting those healthy boundaries, speaking up for yourself, making sure that you are in alignment with the, oh, wow. Making sure that you are in alignment with the activities that you are involved in, the way that you're spending your time, the way that you're putting yourself out there. The potential is there for growth, for greatness. Diana, you're just putting it all together. Once you feel like, once all the pieces click into place, boom, it's going to skyrocket real fast. It's going to get real good because you're in alignment with your authenticity. Okay, I want to say that it's not quite all put together, but it's getting there. Things are being clicked into place, and you're going to see a quick skyrocket of momentum, a boost in productivity, a boost in prosperity, abundance, togetherness, whatever this is. The potential is there for greatness. It's going to happen quick, fast, and in a hurry. Right now, things are being put together. I feel like you're being equipped or educated. For instance, maybe the structure or the routine is being smoothed out. And once it does, kaboom, there it goes. That's what I have for Diana. Betty, thank you. I'm actually having a hard time getting word out, as if there's a block in my communication. Well, that's funny that the Don't Speak was there. as if this is an intentional period where maybe it's not the right time to speak up. Maybe it's time to formulate and decide before we come forth with those words. If you feel like you have a block in this area, you can always breathe intentional blue energy, like light blue, sky blue, daytime blue energy into the throat chakra. Breathe that in there. Visualize this like, okay, I'm breathing some sky blue energy from my nose and I want it to come into my throat. So I'm going to okay, maybe it goes right there. If not, you can take a couple breaths until it lands, but then allow it to expand, Betty. Bring it in and let it grow and fill up this area. I can feel how there's maybe some pain, like just a little bit of energetic stiffness or debris there. So breathing that energy in and allowing it to expand and push through that chakra, through your skin. You're going to expand it past you. I can already feel this happening. Okay. So Spirit's going to help you with this as well, but doing it intentionally, regularly until you move past this perceived block that you feel like you have, it will help. Okay. So breathing it until it's past you, and Spirit's saying, like, I can feel it coming like out this way. Make sure that you even move beyond the chakra with the color and into the auric field as well. Okay. It's egg-shaped around you. Do that. I already feel it bringing in fresh energy, lighter energy. This will help you in the communication centers as well. There's an aspect of wanting to formulate what it is that you say, wanting to say it the correct way. And there's a stumbling block because what if it's not received? What if I don't say it the right way? This kind of thing. So use the energetic techniques to smooth out those patterns and then formulate what it is. And when those instances arise in front of you, Betty, it's up to you to, you'll recognize, oh, this is the moment. I'm supposed to say something. Do it. Just say the thing. Just say the thing. Don't bite it back. That's how we create these kinds of blocks. Lillian Fry on the bottom. Oh, Lillian, the car that you have is caged. All right. So Lillian Fry, caged. This poor little butterfly is stuck or restricted or confined in some way, but it's a social butterfly and the bars of the cage are merely an illusion. Okay. So Spirit is calling you, Lillian Fry, to recognize in which ways you may be limiting yourself from growth, expansion, personal enjoyment, satisfaction, these kinds of things, or in what ways you may allow others to limit you from that. Okay, so allowing yourself to find those barriers and bars potentially that are holding you back will help you to transcend just those things. And sometimes those are the fears we have within ourselves that prevent us from doing something. So recognizing that is your first step and towards transcending those. Lillian Fry. Jody Jenkins. Oh, thank you, Michelle Oliver. You sent that like 20 minutes ago. You might not even be here any longer. I'm way up here. Jody Jenkins. Jody, you've got two cards here. I love this. You've got out on a limb. So you may feel like a little bird out on a limb for something alone that you believe in, or you might feel quite at odds with the circumstances, not really sure how things are going to unfold. Spirit says, as long as you feel right about the reasons why you're out there, it's going to turn out good. It's going to be successful. So the potential is there for success, for greatness. Don't give up on your plans or dreams before you see that turnaround or that fruition. Okay, that's when everyone else would give up. Okay, so Spirit is saying, if you believe, if it's in alignment for you, give it time, pull the things together, figure out your best next steps, and you will see. Once it's all clicked into place, Jody, I feel like writing things down is huge. Writing things down is huge. Coming up with a schedule, a structure, a ritual, around a routine. This is crucial to the putting of things together. And then things will be fluid. You'll have a process. It'll be stable. You'll be okay. That's what I see here for you, hon. Jody. Aw, thank you. Jennifer on YouTube would love a card. Whoop. Oh my goodness. Jennifer on YouTube, you asked for a card. You have a diamond there. You've got absolutes. All right. So absolute speaks to the black and white way of thinking or of speaking that can pigeonhole us into exactly those undesirable circumstances, like fleeting thoughts, like I'm always broke. Whoa, okay, when we have these kinds of thoughts, that affirms the brokenness, and here we go, continuing just that. Okay, life is hard. That's an absolute statement. Life is hard. Is it all the time? We've got to start playing with our logical mind to get ourselves out of these false thinking patterns, because the totality of life is not always hard. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's pleasurable, enjoyable, exciting. Sometimes it's not. So using your own logic to reason with the black and the white and play with the gray area to formulate new patterns of thought, new ways of thinking and speaking about your life and your circumstances to move yourself into a direction that is much more to your liking and choosing. Such as, life has been hard at times, but it's also very rewarding, right? Or how about, this morning was hard. That experience was hard. This relationship is kind of hard. Okay. Not just blankets on everything, but be specific and allow yourself to move past those things. Jennifer says 100 with a bunch of emojis. Thank you, girl. Spirit knows who you are and shows up for you just like everyone else. Thank you, God. Thank you for being here, hon. Michelle Oliver is still here. She would love a card. Yes, ma'am. That's too many. That's too many. Michelle. You guys are awesome. You're welcome. Let's see. Ooh, Michelle. Michelle. All right. So, Michelle, I got a couple of cards for you here, darling. Thank you for those stars, Betty. You are awesome. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. So, Michelle Oliver on YouTube, you have Sneaky Shady. All right. So this individual holds all the cards. He's wearing a hat, glasses. You can't really see his whole identity here. Okay. He has a cape in which his motives or intentions might be hidden behind. He's casting this big shadow that kind of catches you off guard. Ooh, what's this? What's that? Well, you don't realize is there's a snake there. All right. And it could bite you. And I want to say to you, Michelle, I feel like you're recognizing the sticky energy patterns in your life. Like these could be people, telemarketers calling you up to be like, hey, I've got this great deal for you, but really you're going to get scammed. Okay. So watching when you have an inner knowing about something sneaky, someone's intentions, especially if someone is coming to you with some kind of an idea. I want a loan. I want you to invest in this. I need your time, your effort. Will you do this for me? And they're painting this very pretty picture. Sometimes there are details that you can't see, and they're not sharing them with you because you might otherwise not want to be involved. Okay, so Michelle, I feel like you're listening to your inner knowing in a real way. You're keeping others at a distance that are not healthy for you. You're breaking real chains in your life, and Spirit wants to say that you will not be alone forever. That having healthy boundaries only keeps out dysfunctional people. All right. But healthy connections will settle right into your healthy boundaries and still feel very loving and comfortable. So recognizing when people are not giving you all the ideas, this breaking chains could even be someone who's lying to you about being clean. Hey girl, I'm not drinking anymore, or I'm not using anymore. Can I borrow your car? Can I have some money? Can I sleep on your couch? And this might not be the case. It may not be lasting. I have some idea about who that might be. Regardless, if you're not certain, you will see this in your outer environment. I am a psychic reader, and that means sometimes I'm in your future. Okay, so recognizing when someone comes to you with something that seems like it might be a good idea, making sure that you read the fine print, that you have all the information, and you do not go against your inner knowing if your heart or your gut is telling you it's not a good idea. Michelle, that's what I have for you. So that is what I have. Hold on now. Aisha. Aisha, I'm going to read for you real quick. S, does he have someone in his life? Should I move on? Oh, honey. Michelle, sending you so much love. Look, Spirit says you're not going to be alone forever. The right people will find you. The right family, the right support will find you. Honey, if you're not on Facebook, are you? I have a Facebook group. It's in the description box, and we are a community, a vibe tribe where we, support one another so that no one has to feel alone. If you're not on Facebook, I understand not everyone is. I'm going to be starting a community on Discord, and I hope to have the same kind of support network there. So if you're not on Facebook, keep your ear to the ground. Oh, you are on Facebook, Michelle. Great. Are you in the Vibe Tribe? Please make sure you're in the Vibe Tribe. And if you need to reach out in the Vibe Tribe, do that. Show up to the event, show up to the gatherings, be present so that we may support you, please. And also, put your ear to the ground on that Discord community, because I really want to have another community in that way too. So it'll probably overlap somewhat. So Aisha, yes, I'm with you, hun. Feelings towards me. Okay. Does he have someone in his life? Should I move on? Feelings towards me. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Aisha on YouTube. Yes, in the description box, there's a link. It's facebook.com/group/Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. So scroll the description box and it's there. The one that says Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. You must agree to the group rules. The group rules are in place to keep you safe. So if you agree to the group rules, I can let you in there. It's in the description box. Thank you. I love you, Jody, honey. It's probably so late for you, darling. Thank you. All right, Aisha S. Does he have someone in his life? Should I move on? Should I move on? And feelings toward me. Oh, there it is. Gina has, she dropped it on the screen there. That's also in the description box, Michelle. You see it here. That's facebook.com/group/Spirit Speaks Vibe Tribe. Okay. Feelings toward me, Aisha. Feelings toward me. Shoot. Aisha, look, I'm the reader who will tell you. I want to give you all the greatest information. I really do. I want to give you whatever it is that you want to hear. However, sometimes that's not what comes through. All right. So your first question, does S have someone in his life? He's got the major arcana card 16, the Tower. That would tell me probably not. Okay. This is about shit going down in a real way and him just trying to figure out what his best next steps are. Okay. So the Tower indicates no romantic partner at this time. However, your next question said, should I move on? You have major arcana card number 3, the Empress. This is about giving back to the world in a different way from within you. So hell yes, that tells me yes, you should move on because you are budding with life and this person is sitting in catastrophe. Okay, they're dealing with bullshit, whatever they have going on, and you are wanting something real. You want to take what you have to the next level, and this person cannot receive you at this time. Aisha, I'm sorry. So your third question was feelings toward me. Honey, 10 of Swords. I'm walking away for good. I'm not coming back. And on the bottom of the deck for you, 4 of Pentacles. This is you deciding to do the same. I'm going to turn my face away. I'm going to focus on what I have going on right here in front of me. And I'm going to take my happy ass up the street and live my life to its fullest. You don't need this kind of energy anyway. You should really, as the Empress, be glad that this Tower energy is walking away from you, because I feel like this Tower energy is not a moment. It's a pattern in that person's life. And you got bigger, better things out there, girl. Aisha on YouTube. That's for you. Sending you love. Sending you love. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a group pick a card message now. For anyone who's still live or on replay, I'm going to get the spell casting oracle here. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I appreciate your continued support. I appreciate you showing up. I will be live tomorrow on the Psychic Community page. I will also be live Monday for Zodiac readings. If you're on Facebook, check out my event section right here on my page so that you don't miss anything from me. That's going to be number 1. And if you're on YouTube, thanks for showing up, because I don't have a set schedule and you guys just catch me when I'm live. So thanks for subscribing and following me there on YouTube so that you don't miss anything either. All right, guys, I got 1, 2, and 3. And how much you want to bet? Catherine Jean O'Donnell is going to tell me I had better pick. Catherine Jean O'Donnell, I'm going to pick number 2. Aisha, sending love. Aisha says, you are right. Thank you, Spirit, for showing up for Aisha. Sweetheart, I want to give you the best news, but sometimes the challenging news is the best news for your highest and greatest path. And yes, check me out on TikTok, guys. I'm at Heidi with Spirit Speaks. I'm doing lives on TikTok, free readings as well. So check me out. Gina has dropped it here at Heidi with Spirit Speaks on TikTok. If you want to check me out, support me, get a free reading somewhere else. If you want to find me, you'll be able to. Okay. So I don't want to hear any excuses when you're like, where have you been? We miss you. This kind of thing. I'm live several times a week on Facebook, on YouTube, now on TikTok. So there's no reason that you can't get a little dose of this if this is what you were looking for. Now, I'm picking card 2. Spirit already told me, Catherine, 2's mine. 2 is my card. Let's hope for good news. How about that? And if you were drawn to pick card number 1, the card is beauty. Beauty. And I love this person here who's combing her hair and looking in the mirror, and she's nude and she has all of her humanness about her, and she's not even bashful at all. She's so comfortable in her own skin, this person here. And Spirit is calling you, if you were drawn to pick card number 1, to recognize the comfort and the beauty that you have in your body, no matter how fit or not you may be, no matter how old or young or beautiful or unattractive or whatever. You are the person who is assigned to the body that you have, okay? Because you're a soul. Your soul is eternal. You were a soul before you came here, and you're going to be the same soul even after you leave, okay? This body is temporary, and you get to have the one that you're in for this lifetime only. So Spirit is calling you to start loving your body and loving yourself with it. Body, I love you. You're so nice to take me around life, whatever. Okay. Sometimes we get angry with our body, you guys. We can hate on ourselves, our flaws, our pain. Oh, stupid shoulder, always giving me problems, stupid back, headaches. I can't stand this. My body hates me. It gives me nothing but pain. Remember those absolutes we were talking about? I used to speak like that. My body hates me. It gives me nothing but pain. That is an absolute, and that manifests more of the same. So recognize if your body's in pain, instead of condemning that pain, because that pain is a negative, dense, trapped energy. So it's affecting your physical body that deeply, okay? So more pain and more condemnation and judgment and anger on top of that is not going to heal that, okay? Recognizing that my body's in pain and needs love. Bring love to that area. You poor shoulder, you're hurting, your neck, you're hurting, my headache. Oh, you poor thing, you've been through so much. Let me tend to this pain and send love to this pain and baby myself through this time to really anchor in the gratitude of this one body that you have during this one lifetime right now. Number 1. Wow. I peeked at it. I chose number 2, Catherine. If you were drawn to pick card number 2 like I did, our card is boundaries. Boundaries. Okay, healthy boundaries are necessary. Healthy boundaries, like I said earlier, they don't scare away what's meant for you. We are all supposed to have healthy boundaries, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and to be expected to advocate for ourselves when something's not right. Okay. But so often we are raised or groomed or conditioned to not speak up about these things, to just let things slide, sweep it under the rug. Everybody else can have their way, and I just have to come along for the ride. Okay. So, Spirit is saying that that is never, ever healthy. Your boundaries are important, the way that you feel, the ideas that you have. It's all a part of taking up your own energetic space. Number two, and that is what you are supposed to do in this lifetime. So if you feel like you're of service by being a doormat to other people, you are dead wrong. Dead wrong. Spirit is saying you've got to have healthy boundaries around yourself and around others. That teaches them to be productive people in this world, not just with you. So remove the guilt for having boundaries. You are doing a service to the collective and for God, advocating for health in this dimension and in this life, well-being from Spirit when you speak up for your healthy boundaries. Number two, wow. Now, if you were drawn to pick card number three, the card is career. Career. And I see the tree there, and it has like this rainbow orb around it and all these birds up here in the sky. I really feel like I want to say to those who are drawn to pick card number three, like, we can have jobs and careers, and it's important to put these things into perspective if it pays your bills. Okay. And then there are those who are lucky enough to make a career from their passion, or that incorporates or stems from their passions in some ways. So if you are someone who has aligned yourself with your passions and you're able to make a career from that, amen and thank you, God. That is a beautiful life path to embark upon. Seize that with both hands and see it through, even through the ups and the downs and the turbulence or whatever, because if it lights you up and you're able to really enjoy that process, is it ever really work? Is it a career? Is it really work? I also want to say to those who don't, because it's not always plausible to have a career that you're excited and moved to be involved with, right? Sometimes that career just pays the mortgage, okay? And Spirit is saying to put that into perspective. The job or the career path, the financial, the employment that you have, or the ways that you spend your time to get your compensation. Okay. So recognizing that you are paid for a service, paid for a job. I'm paid for an hour, just like everyone else. That means I don't need to go above beyond to work through my breaks. I don't need to stay late and not get paid for it. This is a job, and I'm getting paid for my service, for my efforts from this time to that time, just like everyone else. That means other people should be held accountable, kind of like those healthy boundaries, to do their job too, to recognize, why am I doing more than what is expected of me? Especially if I begrudge this. Okay. So Spirit is saying, rein it in. Okay. Put it into perspective. This is my job. I'm here from this time to that time. And when I leave, I leave. And now I'm in my other part of my life where I can cultivate my own satisfaction and enjoyment or whatever in those areas too. Okay. So Spirit is saying to put these things into perspective. Your job is not who you are. Your career is not who you are. In fact, I feel a call for recognizing the kind of reputation that you have, that you are known for, the moral integrity that you have. Okay. You got where you're at for a reason. People look up to you or see good things in you. And that is commendable, more commendable than any hourly paycheck that you could get. Number three. That is what I have for us today, friends. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Check out my shop, HeidiCorona.shop, if you want to connect with me or check out those quick service options that I have for you. Until the next one, I send you guys all so much love, so many blessings. Good night, friends.